Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late April 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we can dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Piscean people. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What do you got for Pisces, gang? In late April, what energies, messages, insights can you take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Pisces. In late April, what's the vibe? What's the energy? Let's get this card out nice and quick for my friends. There we go. Beautiful. All right. This card always makes me chuckle because I feel like the imagery behind it is funny. The message connected to it's nice, but whenever I see a lady with a tree growing out of her head, it makes me chuckle for one reason or another. But yes, there's really good aspects to this card, especially when it comes to ideas and knowledge, the classic Piscean creativity. But before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more in depth about this card. So as I already mentioned, we have this lovely lady chilling right there. She has a tree growing out of her head, and it's important to note that that tree is also bearing fruit. So symbolically, to me, this is someone that has a lot of great ideas. So if you're going through any issues, or if you're in a rough patch, or whatever it might be, creative solutions could be coming in very soon, or just like thinking outside of the box. That's just how this card feels to me. Now notice she does also have books. Now is a great time for absorbing new information, learning new things, trying new ventures. It's a really good card for that. I do get undertones of communication whenever I see this card for some reason, but it is mostly cerebral. So a little different than what I normally get for the Piscean creativity. So when I see this card, just know your mind might be extra active. So you might need to put your energy into something. Because if you just let that mind run loose, if you let it run wild, might really build up anxiety and stuff like that, or even overthink things. So some Pisces, that's the downside to this card. You might be overthinking certain things, but I do feel like it's great for creativity in a lot of different ways and communication. So we're just going to put her down right there. She could keep chilling out with her tree head. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for Pisces. And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled A Massive Victory, so I hope you had one. And I always say wins and victories, they come in all different shapes and sizes. Sometimes it's monetary. Sometimes it's just completing certain things we've been putting off. Sometimes it could be interpersonal relationships. So for the past 2 weeks, I've seen really positive energy starting to sweep in for the Pisces collective. So just know that energy could bleed over for a couple weeks. But we're going to see what shows up for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards for Pisces. What's happening in late April? Let's get these cards out nice and quick. Cool. I mean, that's a good start. I mean, I'm a little biased because of my Aries placements, but I love the full card in position number 1. Now, this card can have a couple of little warnings attached to it, but I feel like it's okay. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but you can't start a reading off with a better card than the first of the major arcana, right? Let's get them tucked in right by that amethyst. Let's get a couple more here for you. What do we got for Pisces, please? Thank you. Temperance, so lots of fire. And that's okay, even though it's not classically an element that works well with water energy. I mean, I have a lot of water and fire in my chart. It can work. Let's get one more. Thank you. Queen of Pentacles. All right, so a lot of outside energy for one reason or another. Queen of Pentacles here. I'm not seeing a lot of Piscean indicators. So that could be very intriguing here. Let's go through and I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. But at first glance, you know, I always look at the elements first because that tells me how the energy could be moving and the areas of life it could be coming through. And we have double fire here on the front end, even though they're both major arcana. Fire is great for passion, drive, motivation, desire. So for some Pisces, maybe you're going to have heightened energy levels in this time, which is good. We also have Earth. Now, the thing that these share in common, yes, Earth could represent work, money, physical abundance. That is a big card of blessings here. So all these cards do lean optimistic. So I'm liking it. But one thing about fire and earth, they represent outside forces. They could represent outside influences. Whereas water and air, cups and swords, could represent the inner world of emotions and mind. These ones represent actions that we take, actions that people take, and also outside circumstances. So we're going to see, because I feel like there's a lot of outside noise. Doesn't have to be bad, though. Let's go through piece by piece and really start to build it out. So position number one, we are starting with the Fool card. And as I already mentioned, this is big Aries energy. So maybe you have some placements. It's your zodiacal neighbor. This could also just represent beautiful, fresh, new things in a variety of different forms. Since this is the protagonist of the tarot deck in the very first card, whenever we see him, it's like, yeah, I'm about to make some moves, I'm about to take some action. I got some new things I'm working on, or new things I'm putting my energy towards, which can be really good. It's a card that's lighthearted, it's optimistic. So if energy's been a little heavy for you recently, this Fool card's like, all right, well, things might lighten up. It's having a good time. That's the big positive of this card, aside from the new, fresh cycles. But a challenge with this Fool card is that it could be a little wild. This card could be a little dangerous, a little spontaneous. Notice he's always about to walk off that cliff, and the dog is trying to pull him back. So in this time, you might have certain urges. It might be a little more spontaneous than you normally do. You might do things without thinking them through when this card is here. And we do kind of have an energy coming up next to it that kind of urges us to slow it down. So people could be saying like, hey, Pisces, you need to take your time with something or slow it down. We'll see what's up. So the Fool could be a warning, but the Fool could also be really, really good. It could be really fantastic. Now, moving to the center, we have the beautiful Temperance card with the Archangel Michael. Love it. Big Sagittarius vibe. So if you're connected to Saggy, this could be them showing up here. Now, first and foremost, any card or any image with the Archangel Michael, I always say it's about, first and foremost, protection, spiritual protection. So you're being guarded, you're being looked after. This is really reassuring. Now, Temperance could be about patience. So there could be certain things that Spirit might want you to take a break from. Maybe there's certain behaviors or in people, certain things where it's like, all right, well, maybe you don't put so much energy into that. Maybe you need to conserve your energy and put it elsewhere, because this is a card of patience. The challenging aspect of this card, yeah, it can represent problems. Yeah, it can represent delays in situations because it's not really moving. So when I have a card that's going, and Temperance right next to it, it's like that tug of war. It's like, should I go? Should I not? Should I go? Stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. It's like bouncing back and forth. So we'll definitely want to look into this much further. I do like Temperance, though, like on a base level, because something I do say, notice the Archangel Michael, he's mixing water in those two cups, right? He's doing some sort of spiritual alchemy. So that tells me that although it looks like not much is happening in this card, there's an energy underneath that's building up. So whether that's change coming, we'll just have to see. Now on the back end, we do have the beautiful Queen of Pentacles. Portion of you might just be connected to an earth sign. So Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus could be any of those, but it doesn't have to be. I always link her to a similar vibe as the Empress. So when I see the Queen of Pentacles, yeah, it could be great things in regards to money and work coming in for you. It could just represent blessings and abundance in general. This is a very sturdy, stable, fruitful type of card. It can also link into mother figures. But when we see the Fool, Temperance, and the Queen of Pentacles, it's like, all right, listen, this energy is coming your way one way or another. So this could be that real positive energy we've been seeing for a few weeks. Queen of Pentacles challenges, yes, she is similar to the Temperance card right next to her. She could be something that's not moving to your liking, not moving at the speed you would like it to move. So we're going to have to explore this further. I'm getting an optimistic feeling, though. So I want to dive deeper on all of it, Pisces. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on the Fool. See what this action's about. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Pisces, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Fool. Why is it here? Thank you. Ace of Pentacles. That's great. That is really, really fantastic. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. So both of these cards have a lot of similarities. They both represent fresh things, fresh cycles. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is a golden opportunity from the universe, where it's like, this is a, I don't want to say it's a one-time only type of thing, but it's like it's a once in a very long time situation here. They're both fresh, they're both new, and they're both exciting. This card can lead to conversation as well. So when I see the Ace of Pentacles under the Fool, it's like, well, that's some really good news. So for some Pisces, there could be some really great, really exciting news coming in. We just have to see how it plays out throughout the rest of the reading. I do also feel for some of you, I guess it depends on your situation, this could be an offer of some kind. So whether it's an emotional offer from someone where they say, hey, I just need to get this off of my chest, or whether it's like, hey, I want you to come work for me here. It's like I'm getting offers coming in for a lot of the Piscean collective. So now is a great time. Like if you want to do a new job, a new business, put that energy out there, put those applications and resumes out there. If it's about relationships, same deal. It's like it's all about just putting the energy out there, because the universe has some great offers coming your way. For a small portion of you, if there's like somebody or something you've been wanting to talk about, or someone you've been wanting to talk to, when I see the Fool with the Ace of Pentacles, this can be a talk. Yeah, for sure. One that kind of pops in out of nowhere. So it's like unplanned or surprising. So it could be an unplanned or surprising talk. So good stuff here. Really good energy. And it does have a certain level of excitement to it. However, we still got this Temperance card where it's like, yeah, that looks good, but... So let's see what the Temperance card has to say. And we do have the Queen of Pentacles too. We're looking okay. But let's go in on Temperance. See what shows up. Why is Temperance here for Pisces, please? Thank you. All right. Queen of Swords in reverse, air sign energy. Now, I like her in reverse at this point. I really do. Because usually I say, yeah, she's a huge card of planning and strategy. She's usually very straightforward to the point. There could be something right now that Spirit wants you to be a little quiet about for whatever reason. Not saying don't speak your mind or anything like that. Whether it's like keeping your plans a little hush-hush or things that you're thinking and feeling. Let the energy come to you. That's the vibe. Because it's like you let this energy come to you, but you stay like this. So I don't know how that play is for a lot of you. I already said you might need to put energy out there. When I see the Queen of Swords in reverse under Temperance, it's like, don't say nothing yet. Don't make any big plans just yet. So for a big chunk of Pisces out there, there may be something that you're thinking about or thinking that you're wanting or thinking that you're wanting to do. And the universe could be telling you like, don't plan on that yet, because there could be a twist coming. And it doesn't necessarily feel bad. I feel like this is good. And there's also this vibe here of like, just be quiet. Let this energy come in and you stay over here. Okay, so it's something here about patience as well. So whether it's being patient with a process, being patient with a person, we're just going to keep going to the Queen of Pentacles. That's an odd little message to show up here. Queen of Swords in reverse could sometimes be a little bit mean too. That's why when I see it under Temperance, it's like, just don't say nothing. Don't say anything about it yet. So let's go in on the Queen, see what she has, and we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow. So why is the Queen of Pentacles here for Pisces? Cute. Great. So we have the Lovers in the upright, more angelic energy. And the Lovers, I know people always link it to personal connections and relationships. Of course, it could be a card that represents that. But I always see Archangel Raphael first. So there's a lot of beautiful angelic energy around the Pisces collective in this time, which is really nice. Now, the Lovers, these are people that we hold near and dear to our heart. And I will say this for some Pisces, either this is somebody re-entering or somebody new entering. It's giving me that kind of vibe here. Now, I'm not saying this is just for love alone. For some of you, this could be a very valuable business or work connection coming in. But when I see the Queen of Pentacles, the blessings, the abundance with the Lovers in the upright, it's like there's a very important person showing up here in the energy. Now, this does link to Gemini, but if that's not the case, it's either someone coming back around or someone really important, someone new coming in. So keep your eyes open in this time there. You might link up with somebody, and I'm not saying it's just romantic. It could even be a friend. It could be someone that leads to business. It just feels like somebody important is going to arrive on the scene. Okay? That's a big vibe. Not saying they have to be an earth sign or anything like that. These are huge cards of wins. And I will say this, across the board, similar to the last couple of weeks, there is a very bountiful type of energy coming in towards Pisces. So even if life's been rough, you've been dealing with some rough things, the way this energy is flowing to me, it's like just receive it. Just receive it. Be open to receive it. So I like it. I think it's good. Let's go through and do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. So I'd say this is a claimable reading for the most part. If you look in the box here, position number 1, we have the Fool card with the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. So there could be some really big offers coming in for you in a lot of different ways. Spirit, like we saw throughout the whole reading, it's like just being open to the energy that's coming towards you and maybe putting your manifestations out there. It's a really good thing. This could be some exciting news. This could be a conversation coming in, like a surprising one or an unexpected one. It feels good. Moving to the center, we have Temperance with the Queen of Swords in reverse. So maybe there's certain things that maybe you shouldn't say. If this is a conversation, maybe there's certain reactions where it's like, all right, hold off on your reaction. Don't make plans just yet. Don't say anything just yet. Because Spirit could be telling you to like hold your tongue about something for sure when I see this in the middle. On to the back end, we have the Queen of Pentacles with the Lovers in the upright. Beautiful angelic energy. I would say overall there's a bountiful energy of blessings coming in for a lot of Pisces. There could be a very important person arriving on the scene. So whether it's somebody that you're already connected to, swinging back around, or this could even be someone brand new. I feel like there's going to be a person of importance for your next cycle showing up in the very near future. So do with that information what you will. Please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for Pisces gang. What's happening? Please. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing. So let's get you one. If you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this shadow card out. What do we got for Pisces? There we go. Nice and quick. 2 Pentacles. So even your shadow card leans optimistic. So again, if you're going through some tough ones, difficult things, life is like that. There's always ups and downs. But even in the shadows, we have a nice balanced energy coming in for the Pisces collective. Now, sometimes this could be about decisions and choices. I'm not going to really walk down that road too much. But one thing I say about the 2 of Pentacles is it's harmonious. So there was something within the main part of the reading about giving and receiving, putting energy out there, receiving energy openly. That's an interesting vibe here with the 2 of Pentacles as well, because there's an equality to it, where things do start to come into a state of balance. So again, whether it's health things, whether it's work things, whether it's relationship things, there is some sort of harmony or stasis coming in here where things come into a state of balance and calm. So this is really good. Now, for some of you, you might be feeling the exact opposite of this 2 of Pentacles right now. And you have my empathy if that's the case. But if that is the case, just know Spirit is balancing the scales. So that's a beautiful thing here. We're going to put that down right there, Pisces. That's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the April subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me and get a little further insight into your situation, you can check out my digital calendar on my website, mastermetaphysics.com. The April calendar is up, so feel free to go check it out and book. But for the April subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies, not 2, of one of my favorite decks of all time, the Gilded Tarot Royale. It's a gorgeous deck and it works fantastic. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, if you could pick one tarot card to best describe you, which one would it be? Are you the Empress? Are you the High Priestess? Are you the Emperor, the Moon, the Sun? You put your answer down in the comments, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.